Someone once said that you'll win nothing with kids, and obviously about that Manchester United team that did. It depends how good those kids are, doesn't it? How good are these at Chelsea?
I think they're very good. I mean, as I said, Frank took two of them to Derby, and he's seen them close up and straight away thrust them into the spotlight in a Chelsea shirt, which shows the confidence that he got from their performances. And I think that Chelsea have been threatening to do this for a long time. They've had great young kids. They've won the FA Youth Cup numerous times. They've done fantastically well in the youth tournaments around Europe.
Why do you think it's taken so long for a manager to give them opportunities?
Because the managers here are under pressure. They've been under pressure for so many years. No matter what standard of manager that came in, they were always told win at all costs. So that doesn't give time for young kids to come in and be bedded in. Now he's got the time.
Do you think Frank Lampard will be given extra time because he is Frank Lampard and his history at Chelsea? Because we all know he's a bit of a twitchy boss, the owner.
I think it does come into play. There's no doubt about that. You know, club legend coming into the hot seat. It's definitely going to be given time. But I think with Frank, I don't think it was a conscious effort. He's thinking, I'm going to come in and now I'm going to play these young players. I think he had a look at his squad. Because of the transfer ban, there was more and more of them training. And he's looking at it thinking, well, these guys are producing for me. They're doing the business in pre-season. And I think it's just happened that way organically. But I think it's obviously helped. We haven't been able to get the experience in.
Just the point you said about the kids at Manchester United. They had good experience around them.
Yeah,
I don't see that enough at Chelsea.
It's about getting that balance and mix. Do you not?
They haven't got that.
Azpilicueta.
No, I think Azpilicueta has had his poorest season so far. They've lost Rudiger to injury. They're players that could help them at the top of their game. Jorginho in the centre midfield, still trying to work out his own game.
He's back in tonight, Kante.
Yeah.
That's he's
played in his right position, in my opinion. He's the best in the world.
He's very quiet, though.
He's not playing in his own position, his best position. So I think there's a different. I think in 2 years' time, these kids will be a hell of a team. They'll be a really good team.
But will he get the patience time?
I'm not sure.
But that's the good thing about, I think, this opportunity for Frank is to bed these kids in and actually make the club now believe and change their philosophy. Kids are part of our identity now. And I think for English football, for Chelsea Football Club, for the fans, it brings the fans together. I mean, when we were at West Ham,
Frank was with you.
Frank was there, and he knows this road. He knows it so well because he's seen me, Joe, Frank, Carrick, etc., all come through like this, Defoe. But it brings the fan, the club as one. And what does Frank need at this moment in time? He needs the club to be behind him, and the fans are a big part of that.
The fans seem to be, as you said earlier, they're on board, aren't they?
Yeah, they're definitely on board. I think what he's trying to do, if he puts something in place where he puts a structure in, a way of playing, a philosophy, a style of playing, a structure in, then when we can start buying players in the transfer window, then it's about picking the right experienced players to come in and add that little bit of quality, but also that little bit of nous around these young players, and then you start building from there. It's almost as if Chelsea, they've gone, right, this is what we are now, let's move on.
Quick question for all three of you. What is acceptable to Chelsea, do you feel, this season, given the circumstances?
Me, top six.
Top six?
Top six, I agree.
For where they are as a team at the moment.
Not necessarily Champions League.
After 10 games now, I'm looking at
lost
top
the
six.
Best player.
Top six is acceptable, but I'm looking at thinking, I can't see Tottenham or Arsenal finishing above Chelsea. I think So I think maybe even top four's there.
Frank will be going for top four.
Yeah, of course.
That's the way he's a person who wants to win and achieve and overachieve. But top six, I think there would be. I think the remit at the beginning of the season.
More importantly, it's what Abramovich wants.
Yeah.
Indeed. He's not here.